Berlin pledged greater support in the wake of the deadly attacks here in Paris, which the Islamic State has claimed responsibility for. Let's cross now to Berlin. That's where our Jessica Saltz joins us on the line now. Jessica, talk us through and tell us really what will Germany's involvement look like now?
Well, we just saw the German parliament vote largely in favour for the German military, the Bundeswehr, to join the military fight against IS in Syria and Iraq for a year. Now, this will see Germany involved crucially in a non-combative role. They'll be sending up to 1,200 German troops who will be deployed and involved in reconnaissance missions, largely, meaning flying tornado jets over Syria and Iraq to gather information to pass on to France and other allies. They will also be helping out France in other ways by helping France refuel in midair, and also providing a protective role by sending a German frigate to the Mediterranean to protect the German warship Charles de Gaulle. So it's certainly a protective and assistance role, really. But as the German members of the German government who spoke in today's debate, they said that this was a question of solidarity with France and the United Kingdom. That Germany could not shirk its responsibilities and sit on the sidelines any longer. But what also crucially German parliamentarians said is that this is not a means to an end. Germany has for a long time now pushed for a diplomatic end to the war in Syria and a diplomatic solution. The German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier actively involved in the Vienna talks to this end. And in order to perhaps convince the skeptics who are voting today, members of the coalition government said that military action was needed, but it was only a part of the greater solution which had to be political.
Jessica, then, as you just mentioned, then that the Bundestag then largely voting yes for the military proposal. You were laying out there the case for it, but what did we hear then from the opposition, from skeptics to this plan?
Well, there are certainly some very angry skeptics today, mostly from the left-wing parties, Die Linke and the Green Party, who remain very sceptical, and perhaps understandably so. Their main sticking point was the speed at which they had to approve this mandate. They were given a 16-page document only on Tuesday to look through for approval in today's vote, and they said that this was just far too quick. Almost every MP who spoke from these left-wing parties today said the same thing, that this is such a complex issue. It's one that the German government is underlining involves German national security, European security, and also, of course, the question of ending the war in Syria and Iraq. And to push through a mandate so quickly is wrong. They also question the fact that this mandate is for a year. What can really be done in a year? And they're also questioning the legality of it. And I'm sure these questions still remain open. So too, largely at the moment, this military mission has public support, but public support is likely to fluctuate on this issue if this mission continues. I think MPs are certainly well aware of this, so it definitely still remains a contentious issue, even though the mandate has now been approved.
Jessica, thank you very much for that. Jessica Saltz reporting there from Berlin.